Evet, herkese merhaba. Geçen gece 2 saat 41 dakikalık oyunu bu bölümünü oynamıştım ama sağ olsun oyun kayıt programı kaydetmemiş. Haliyle baştan oynayacağız. Sesi kaydetmiş ama görüntüyü kaydetmemiş. Bir de videolarımda şeyle ilgili şikayet var. Sesin az geliyor diyen var. Gerçi onu Elm Sokağı'nda kabus videosu ile ilgili söylemişler. Tabii ki aslında orada arka planda bir film müziğini kullanmıştım. Onu dip ses olarak algılayan olmuş. Halbuki dip ses değil. Böyle ilginç şeyler oldu yani. Eleştiriler oldu. Yine de dikkate alacağız. Sistem sesini de bir kontrol edelim. Bu oyun sonunda ona gerekirse düzeltmesini yapalım.
Okay, everyone, keep it down. Cole Phelps joins the arson squad today. How'd you like pork in that German whore, Phelps? Phelps is up before a review board in December. Until then, he works the arson desk. End of story. Phelps.
Yes, sir.
I don't care what you did or didn't do, Phelps. I hear you're a good case man. But if you fuck up on my detail, I'll have you out of here before your feet touch the ground. Do we have an understanding?
Yes, sir.
Cap, we don't want a fucking rat like Phelps. Can it, Tilden? Phelps, I'm partnering you with Herschel Biggs.
I don't do partners. You know that, Cap.
You do now, Biggs. Social basket cases like you two should get along just fine. Biggs will show you the ropes, Phelps.
This is arson. There are no ropes.
It shouldn't take long, then. Start with these two. House fires. 326 South Kenmore Avenue. Steffen's family was out of town when it happened. Then go to 4414 Rosewood, family by the name of Sawyer. Fire brigade will be on location.
Are they suspicious, Captain?
That's for you to find out, detective. Now get out of here. Both of you. Get out!
I want to make homicide. I mean, you know you've made it if you got that desk.
Evet. Bu oyunun böyle bir olayı var. Dürüst bir şekilde işini yapan dedektif Cole Phelps oradan oraya sürülüyor. Yani aslında oyunda davalarda aslında çok başarılı olmamak sonucu etkilemiyor. Yani bir şekilde sonuca götürüyor. Sadece başarılı olup sonuçlandırırsan daha da haklı oluyorsun. Öyle bir durum oluşuyor. Öyle özetleyebilirim. Bu da bizim yeni ortağımız. Şimdi nereye gidiyoruz? Hemen işaretleyelim. Orada ben oyuncu koltuğum değişti.
You know the way. You can drive.
6 ayda bir oyuncu koltuğu değiştirmeye başladım. Benim boy 1.91. Kilo da 100'ün üzerinde zaten.
How long have you been working arson?
We gonna do the small talk thing now?
100'ün altında ama.
Baseball, exchange addresses? I don't think
Daha
so.
doğrusu 110'un altında ama.
Feeling down, hotshot? Need a buddy? We'll look somewhere else.
Koltuk yapıyorlar 90 kilo, 100 kilo, 110 kilo. O da yani sınırda. Ya bugün niye bu oyun böyle çok fazla fon müziği çalıyor? Herhalde sonuna geliyoruz diye.
There isn't much left.
Evet, konumuza dönelim.
There never is if the job's done properly.
You think it was deliberate?
Nah, that's real pain in her face. They would have moved out the things they care about if this was insurance. There's no mileage in this.
Bu koltuk hikayesinden
Hey,
bahsedeceğim.
Cap this one.
Yeah, Mike Brannigan, Cole Phelps. It's okay, Brannigan. His name may be dog shit, but there's none in his hand.
No offense, Phelps.
None taken. Do you have anything?
The fire started late last night. Steffen's family at Catalina Island. Won some kind of competition. Looks like the only thing they ever won in their lives. They come home with this.
I'd say they were pretty lucky, really.
They don't have any insurance. Everything they own, including the house, is not a pile of rubble.
Where are they sleeping?
In the car. Lucky the whole block didn't burn down. Word is they're bulldozing this whole neighborhood to build new homes for GIs. That's the man in the house. In the ruins. Terry lady is his wife.
We'll take a look around. Come on, Phelps.
He's the dirty cop from the newspaper.
Evet, evleri yanmış bir aile var. Sigortaları da yok. Yani haliyle bak orada bir tabela görüyorum. Salt satılmış diyor. Değil mi? Kim almış? Elysian. Ha. Elysian Fields. Elysian arazileri ya da arsaları.
Mr. Steffens? Cole Phelps and Herschel Biggs, LAPD. I know it's a difficult time, but could we have a word?
Don Steffens.
You were out of town.
We won a prize. We had a wonderful time. Came home to this.
Do you still have the tickets?
Sure.
It's a formality, but we'll need to speak to the issuing agent.
Gulliver'in seyahat acentesi. Gulliver'in gezileri değil mi? Gulliver. Peki, devam edelim.
Can you tell me any more about the prize that you won, Mr. Steffens?
Weekend at Catalina Island. My wife got this flyer in the mail from the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Did you enter any kind of competition?
My wife filled in a flyer. This lady just rung up and told us we won. It's the first time I ever won anything.
Yazık. Üzücü.
The redevelopment fund. Did they offer to buy you out?
They're building new houses. They showed their money and most of the neighborhood just packed up and walked away. But I never bargained with them.
Everyone else is selling, but you're the holdout, aren't you?
I was the last. I thought I could hold out for a better price. Now, my house is the center lot.
So now you have to take the price regardless.
Looks like it. I've got no choice. I have to put a roof over my family.
That's all we need for the moment, Mr. Steffens.
All right.
Arazi mafyası bildiğin yani. O zaman görünen o.
Son of a bitch looks a lot like the cop that pointed the gun at me.
Şuraya. Bunlar tuğla ama buradan bir şey çıkar mı?
Remember the dead lady they found under the train? Salty case. Looks some barfly murder.
Peki yangın nasıl çıkmış? Evet.
Recently serviced. Could be something to go on.
Evet. Her yıl ortalama bakımı yapılmış. Öyle mi? Franklin Manning. İmzası da yok. FM yazmış. Matthew Ryan, John Henry. Doğru mu? En son Matthew Ryan bakmış buraya. Son 3 yıldır da o bakıyormuş. Sanırım yangın bundan dolayı çıkmış. Tamam, buna baktık. Başka? Şurada bir şey var mı? Burası...
Isn't that the cop who caught the guy that was pretending to be dead?
İçeriye girelim. Bu ne? Tava mı?
No good to me.
Pencere gibi bir şey. Evet, burada bir dörtlü ocak var. Ayakkabı var. Yerde. Yine ayakkabı var. Yerde bir kitap var. Şurası bir oturma odası, komodin gibi bir şey herhalde. Evet, burada başka bir ortada delil yok gibi. Bizim ortak bekliyor orada. Yani yanlış bir yerden ne gibi delil çıkar ki? Çok belli başlı şeyler çıkar. Yine de kontrol edelim. Şuradan bir şey çıkacak mı? Evet.
What's with him?
You've seen the papers. I guess he's thinking about his own family. I'd say he's searching for some kind of atonement right now.
Evet. İyilik meleği Cole Phelps bir miktar para sıkıştırdı eline adamın. İyi bir adam ya. Harcamayın oğlum bu adamı. Yok mu bunun komşusu, dadısı bir şeyi? Ne yapıyoruz ortak?
What now?
All right. Make the call and see if these suburban assholes have an address.
Şurada telefon kulübesine gidelim o halde. Evet, burası da satmış. Elysian Fields.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
You brought in the case for that
I need
poor lady
information
killed
on
near
the
City
Suburban
Hall.
Redevelopment Fund.
Yes, Detective. Just checking. The fund is a semi-government agency established to speed up the building of GI homes. It has private investors as well as a government endowment.
Huh. You have an address for them?
There is one listed here, corner of Beverly and Mariposa.
Thank you.
Elysian Fields. Oğlum bu herif bu işin içinde de neyse hadi bakalım. Burada inşaata başlamışlar galiba. Banliyö kalkındırma. Sen kendini kalkındırıyorsun gibi bir hava var. Neyse. Gidelim bakalım.
Can you drive to this one?
Fine. Where are we headed?
Şimdi bu neydi? Stephen'dı. Şimdi Soviet.
Have there been any other house fires?
This is arson. We get an average of 2 a night. Does that answer your question? Hi, Albert. We've caught this case.
Hey, Biggs. You have a partner? What gives?
This is Cole Phelps. You may have read about him.
Oh, now I get it. Hello, Phelps. Welcome to the netherworld of arson. Family of 4 found dead in their beds. Heater explosion.
Another one?
Looks that way. Insta-Heat Model 70. Before you get excited, we get a couple of water heaters a month go back. Take a look around the yard and see what you can find.
Evet. Demek ki bu arazi mafyası tesisatçılarla iş tutuyor. Yani benim aklıma ilk gelen bu. Ya ablacığım sus ya.
Mal. You gonna stick it out, Cole? I'm gonna try, Mal. What have you got?
Family by the name of Sawyer. Mother, father, and 2 kids. All in bed from the looks of it. Oh, I'd say carbon monoxide poisoning. The burns are superficial.
Time of death?
I'd say about midnight. Anything more exact will take some time to determine. Lynch tells me this has something to do with a faulty water heater?
Could be. There's been a spate of problems with a particular brand. I've got another angle in mind.
You care to elucidate, Detective? This is a murder and not an accident. Sharing information has helped us solve quite a few cases together.
I need something concrete, Mal, before the department gets wind of it. I'm in arson for a reason.
I feel sorry for your wife and kids, Phelps, not for you. But you're a good case man. One of the best I've ever met. I'll help in any way I can.
Thanks, Mal. How about the insurance companies write these incidents up as acts of God?
Evet, devam edelim. Telefon geldi, kusura bakmayın. Evet, madem ısıtıcıdan kaynaklı, yani tesisatla ilgili bir şey. Tekrardan tesisatı bir kontrol edelim. Buradan bir şey çıkacak mı? Tesisat nerede? Yine havaya fırlamış bir tesisat kutusu var mı? Önce bir şeyde bakabiliriz. Bakın. 4 Ocak. Evet, bu halı mı?
Seems irrelevant.
Tamam. Yani burada hiçbir şey yok. Öyle görünüyor. Nerede bizim ortak?
Follow the evidence. That's all any of it.
İpucu mu var ki? Bak, şurada bir şey var.
Hey, Biggs! Is this significant?
Regulator valve. Good find.
Detectives? This is the next door neighbor.
Detective Phelps. Can you help?
They were supposed to be going away. They won a trip somewhere. But little Henry got sick, so they had to cancel. What are the chances?
Do you know who ran the competition?
Gulliver's Travel, up on Santa Monica Boulevard.
Thanks. Been a big help.
Phelps, guy across the street. I've seen him before. He likes fire.
Hurry, you can still catch him.
Al sana delil.
Stop! LAPD! Why? Got an ID on you, Firebug. Stop right there. I'm out of here.
Kaçma evladım, yakalanacaksın, boşuna yorma kendini de biz de.
A family died in that fire. We need to ask some questions.
You lousy piece of shit.
Gel bakalım.
How dare you?
Hayır, seni ben döveceğim. Öyle Q'ya basmak yok.
What's your name?
Herbert Chapman.
So you like fires?
Some.
Watching them or setting them?
I don't want any trouble.
Turn out your pockets.
You're a naughty boy, aren't you, Herbert?
I keep myself to myself.
Joan'la Alport mu öyle bir şey demedi mi? Herbert Chapman nereden çıktı? Evet.
Cigarette in a matchbox gives you a 5 or 6 minute delay. You want more time, you use a mosquito coil. Don't you, Herbert?
You like this fire, Herbert?
Hell no. I heard it over the fire radio. Sounded sweet.
When you finish following your leads, come and see me at the fire station. I have a theory about this.
Will do, Lynch. Take this guy in. We might want him for questioning later.
You got it, Detective.
Why have you got such a hard-on for this case? If it is murder, it's almost impossible to prove. Fire doesn't leave much evidence. There's no percentage in this.
I think it's more than one case.
They're house fires, Cole. Accidents, heater fires, gas explosions.
There's got to be a reason.
The reason is you want to be a star again. Forget it. Give it up.
Oğlum ne yıldız olması, salak
There's
mısın?
something to this. I know it.
What are you talking about? Arson is insurance. It's always been insurance.
We still investigate the cases, Biggs. The people in this house are dead.
Go soak your head, Phelps. This hero business is a full-time obsession with you.
I'm gonna make this case. I'm gonna rub the department's nose in it. Help me or stay out of my way. You got it?
Adamdaki rahatlığa bak ya. Kahramanlıklar bilmem ne. Oğlum ne kahramanlığı, salak mısın? Bakar bakmaz. Bütün her yeri komşuları satın almış. Aynı firma var. Burası satmıyor ki daha yüksek para almak için yapıyor bunu. Buna izin vermemek için gayet de kundaklanabilir. Bunun için de tesisatçıyı devreye sokup bu işten suçsuz bir şekilde sıyrılabilir. gıcık kaptım ortağımdan. Arabayı bile kullandırmayacağım.
Sorry! My partner isn't the greatest driver in the world. I was kind of attached.
Adamı öldürüyordu gazla. Ödesin kundaklama masası. Direğe çarpacağım bundan sonra. Arabanın da motoru iyiymiş ha. Güzel ses çıkartıyor. Evet, şimdi seyahat ajantasına geldik. Şimdi 2 tane yerimiz var. Biri Stephens, diğeri de Sawyer. Bir tane de şüphelimiz var. Chapman diye.
Detectives Phelps and Biggs, LAPD.
John Cunningham. Can I help you, gentlemen?
We have reason to believe that the Sawyer family of 4414 Rosewood Avenue recently won a competition run by your company.
Yes, I remember them. They called up to cancel at the last minute. One of the kids was sick. Very unfortunate.
Do you mind if I take a look at that?
Evet, şimdi bizimkisi neydi? Stephens'lar. Şu. Ha, şöyle.
Here they are. Stephens.
Diğeri kimdi? Sawyer'lar değil mi? Sawyer.
The Sawyer family, Rosewood Avenue. Tell us about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
There's not much to tell. They run a promotion. Our promotion's mailing list covers half of L.A.
Doğru.
So they are not a government agency?
I don't believe so. Government organizations don't usually get involved in promotions.
I'm told the tickets were a prize.
Yes, they were.
You do a lot of these prizes.
Look, there are hundreds of these promotions running at any one time. If you're the lucky guy, you get your name pulled out of a hat.
Hareketlerinde şüphe sezdim. Dur bakayım.
While the Sawyer family were supposed to be at Catalina Island, their house burnt down. You consider them lucky?
Christ. I'm sorry to hear that.
Can you tell me who offered the prize won by the Sawyer family?
Sure. Look, there's supposed to be some sort of supervised draw with hundreds of tickets. But the reality is the Suburban Redevelopment Fund calls me every couple of weeks and tells me exactly who's won.
Thanks for your help.
No problem. Just wish I could do something for that family.
You could put round the hat. A few bucks would really help them now.
I suppose so.
Good. I'll put you down for 50. I could tell you were Samaritan the minute I walked in the door.
50? Are you?
Good man, Cunningham. You're all right.
Yeah, I'm great. Poorer, but great.
Gidelim bakalım şu.
Let me guess. You want to check out the Suburban address?
Great partner.
Come on!
Great partners must think alike.
Evet, şeyden bahsedecektim. İyi, müzik de yok saçma sapan. Sonra teliften dolayı kesmek zorunda kalmayız. Yani bu özellikle oyuncu koltuğu konusunda bizi düdüklüyorlar arkadaşlar. AliExpress'te, Alibaba'da epey ucuz yani. 20 dolardan, 25 dolardan oyuncu koltuğu var. Hatta 40 dolara piyasada böyle masajlı, RGB renkli, hoparlörlü şeyleri satıyorlar. Oyuncu koltuklarını satıyorlar. Tabi oyuncu koltuğunu oradan Alibaba'dan almak için biliyorsunuz Alibaba aslında toptan satış. Satıcıdan satıcıya e-ticaret yöntemiyle, yani B2C değil B2B diyebiliyorum. Ya iyi ki bir şey konuşacak olduk, müzik geldi ya. Dur kardeşim ya. Hadi öt bakayım.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Evet, ne diyordum? Toptan satılıyor ama kimisi 2 adet diyor minimum. 1 adet de var. Yani minimum 1 adet sattıklar da var. Yani şimdi 25 dolar, 30 dolar desek, 30 dolar dediğiniz 1000 lira para yapıyor yani. 1000 lirada taşıma olsun. 1000 lirada gümrüğü olsun.
Supposed to be the registered offices of the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
This is an Elysian housing development, Mac.
So Elysian is an investor in the redevelopment fund.
Looks that way.
Are we done here, Mac? I've got work to do.
Sure, buddy. Thanks for your help. Elysian are investors in the suburban redevelopment. So what? If you think I'm putting my pension on the line and harassing Leland Monroe without evidence...
Yani şimdi 3000 liraya Türkiye'de koltuk var mı abi? Yok. O noktada Çin'den sipariş verilebilir.
Who says we should visit him at Fire Station 32?
Yani
Who exactly is this guy Lynch?
Lynch is a legend. You should feel privileged. He doesn't let many people into the inner sanctum. Keep your mouth shut and you'll learn something about fires.
Benim kilomdaki özellikle birisi için 30-40 doları verip adam gibi işte 140-150 kiloya kadar taşıma kapasitesi olan iyi bir koltuk alınabilir çok rahat. Burada bizi düdüklüyorlar yani açıkçası.
We came as soon as we could.
Lynch.
Biggs, you two investigating the house fire on Kenmore Avenue as well?
Yep. Why?
I had a look around the place while I was out there.
Do you believe the fire?
I deal in facts, Phelps. Evidence of an explosion. No obvious sign of accelerants. Wiring looks intact. Come and take a look at this.
Burada
is the heater from the Sawyer fire out?
Puzzle var.
Yes, it is.
Huh. Looks like it was recently serviced.
Bu Sawyer'ların
I have
şeyi.
a theory, and it's a theory only. I don't have enough evidence to prove...
Al, if you say it's so, we're listening.
Okay, Phelps. You're a bright penny. You have a gas supply. You have a Bunsen burner as a pilot light. You have a regulator valve, and a balloon represents the gas expanding in the room. Now, the gas has to make contact with the mosquito coil to form an explosion. Let's see if you can work out the chain of events.
Evet, burada bir puzzle var. Bulmaca var. Bu bulmacayı çözeceğiz. Tabii basit bir şey yani ama buradaki patlamanın oluşma mantığını anlatıyor. Bahsettim ya ben bu kısmı bir daha oynamış oldum. Kaydetmedi diye.
The gas bubble needs to be next to the coil if it's gonna ignite.
Evet. Gaz balonunun o zaman şöyle koyalım bakalım. Şurada yanına koyalım.
Good, your regulator's in position.
Tamam, burada o zaman. Tamam, şimdi şuradaki... Ha, olmadı, ters oldu. Hayır, böyle değil. Tamam, şimdi biz bunu kapatalım.
Come on, Phelps. You need to get the arrangement right before we can reproduce the results.
Şöyle. Şuradan. Böyle olması lazım.
Okay, I'll light your pilot. Turn the gas.
You pull the lever on the left to turn on the gas.
Aç bakayım gazı.
So that's how it's being done.
Maybe. There could be a fault with these valves. I've adjusted this one for our experiment, but you need to take it to InstaHeat and see what they say. Their headquarters is on North Harvard Boulevard, number 262.
Thanks, Albert.
You're welcome, Biggs. See you at the next show.
Aslında hapşıracağım zaman önümdeki panelden mute tuşuna bassam siz de dinlemeseniz bu hapşırmayı. Evet, şimdi burayı hallettik. Buradan gidelim. Ortak hemen oturmuş bile. Devam edelim.
Joe? The next fire. We should go to the factory and see how many of these things are going bang in the night.
You know this Chapman...
Well, you don't do that.
You're behind the wheel.
Evladım, ezecek misin beni? Nereye gidiyorsun? Hayda.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Guy's a freak. Loves fires. He's the kind of guy that would like for a lot of things. We don't really have any credible evidence to pursue him with.
Evet, şimdi geldik. Bu tesisat ekipmanlarını satan, servis hizmetini sağlayan firmaya. Doğru mu?
LAPD detectives, ma'am. We need to speak to someone in charge.
I see. Well, duty manager for today is Mr. Rasick. You should find him in his office.
Going to church doesn't make you any more Christian than standing in a garage makes you a car.
Not just his family, but also the department and people he swore to serve. He will face a review board in December.
I swear.
Evet, gidelim o zaman. Nereye? Şu manager'ın
He's the
odasına.
cop who arrested that movie producer. It's about time some of those movie people went to jail. They think they're untouchable.
Detective Phelps and Biggs, arson. We're investigating a couple of house fires. What can you tell us about this?
Pressure regulator from a Model 70, yeah. Let me take a look. We have a problem. This has been tampered with.
Neymiş sorunumuz?
You see this diaphragm? It forms a seal
Görüyoruz.
across the saddle here. Gas flows across from here to here. The diaphragm regulates flow.
Oh.
It's been reversed. It's a subtle change, but it means the gas never closes off properly.
So you're telling me that this is not a manufacturing fault or service repair?
I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with the design.
Ya bu yalan söylüyorsun kardeşim.
I think you're lying, Razik. Either these heaters are flawed at inception, or they were badly put together. Which is it?
If you want to pursue that line of questioning, we could have our day in court. I'll put my engineering credentials up against yours. We can try to get to the bottom of this error, or we can make it confrontational. So what's it going to be, detective?
Are these diaphragms prone to failure?
They tend to go after a while. The rubber lasts quite a few years and then it perishes.
So the guys' names that I've been seeing doing the repairs on the heaters, they're fully licensed and accredited.
Sure, of course they are.
You employ accredited mechanics to do this.
We call them installers. Technically, they're gas fitters.
Installers, then?
They know what they're doing, detective, if that's what you're trying to imply.
I want you to get me a copy of the list of your installers.
Seni gözüm tutmadı.
Okay, I'll get it for you.
Yani sen suçlu değilsin ama
There, around a dozen of them. Housing business is
firmanın
going crazy.
lekelenmesini istemiyorsun. Evet,
This is a
Ryan,
long shot.
Matthew Ryan
We are not going to
orada.
rouse that whole list.
Ondan sonra Franklin Manning de
I want to
orada.
run it by R&I, cross-reference for arsonists.
Sanki
See
birinde
if any of these guys have any previous. Sir, I need to use your phone.
Go right ahead.
bitti mi kardeşim, ben de konuşacağım. Clemens de orada.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, detective?
Only movie
I need to know if any of the following names have a previous criminal history.
Okay, detective. Run the names.
Acevedo Ernesto, Clemens Walter, Elgram John, Gable Leroy, Kelligrew Peter, Cutner Robert, Limehouse Albert, Manning Franklin, Neves Raymond, O'Brien Thomas, Ryan Matthew, Spurgeon William, Varley Reginald, Zurich Stephen.
Clemens Walter. Previous conviction for arson and malicious damage. Burned down a house in Westwood in 1942. 4-year jail term.
Thanks.
Ryan Matthew. Charged for contempt of court. Attempted murder. Plea bargain down to assault charge.
Anyone else?
There is a Reginald Varley wanted for murder by Detroit Police Department.
Thanks. You've been a big help, young lady.
Hadi bakalım.
Your employment roster is quite the rogues gallery, Mr. Rasick. Desperate times indeed.
You think talk is cheap? Try hiring a lawyer.
Bir kişi daha mı vardı acaba? Ha yok.
Your life, Buster.
Varley. Ryan. Clemens. Angry. Angry, evet. Evet.
Any ideas? Do you have an address for Clemens?
He's working on an apartment building on Catalina and 3rd.
What about Ryan?
Currently working at a housing development on Normandy and 1st Street.
Varley, where is he?
Beverly and Mariposa, currently working on a new housing development. Hey, Varley's a good guy. You can't harass all my people.
These guys have lockers.
Yes, they do. But my men have a right to some privacy. Don't you need a warrant or something?
Show them and keep quiet.
Evet.
Here. Happy now?
Mutlu oldum, evet.
Stick around, Mr. Rasick.
Şu Franklin Manning vardı onun.
Clemens is a fellow traveler.
Anarşist. Komünist. Ya komünist olmak suç mu kardeşim? Tamam, Amerika'da o dönem suçmuş belli ki de. Soğuk Savaş dönemi. Peki burada Matthew. Bunda da var.
Some light reading on the merciless capitalist machine.
Yani bu bir de
Ryan wants the world
membası
to be
bu
a better
arkadaşlar.
place. Don't we all?
Evet, burada bir karga burunlu.
Doesn't look like anything.
Ama başka bir burada delil yok. Ha. Vardı.
The company went through thousands of these in the war. Still got eaten alive. Barley has a problem with bugs.
Bu yanlış hatırlamıyorsam itfaiye amirinin söylediğine göre dedi ya hani işte kibrit 5-6 dakikalık bir süre sağlar. Bu biraz daha uzun bir süre sağlar. Yani bunu yakarsın ve gidersin gibi bir durum var. Yani şimdi Varley'i bu durumda daha fazla şüpheli yapıyor.
You know that a mosquito coil takes an hour to burn down, Rasik?
No, I didn't know that.
It's the favorite choice of ignition by arsonists. Gives them time to get away.
You're crazy. He probably lives near the canals in Venice. Mind if I leave you to it? I got work waiting.
3 birds. Clemens, Ryan, Varley. Where to, Phelps?
Neredeler?
So what next?
3 birds. Clemens, Ryan, Varley. Where to, Phelps?
Hadi gidelim o zaman.
Only movie stars have things like that.
I'm out of here.
Nereye gidiyoruz? Davada çok uzun sürdü ya. Clemens. Evet. Walter Clemens.
You know the way. You can drive.
Ya tamam, ben süreceğim ya. Oho. Arabaya da binmiyor. Yolda da yan görev yapalım bari. Zaten topun ağzındayız. Bir sezgi puanımız olsun. Dava da yeterince uzun zaten. Oğlum yolun ortasında niye duruyorsun ya?
Biggs, LAPD. We want some answers and we want them quick.
Okay, okay. What's this all about? Just tell me what you want.
You know Reginald Varley?
No? Can't say I do.
You have a real viper's nest that insta-heat, don't you? Arsonists, murderers, communists.
What's that got to do with me? You can't prove I'm behind all that.
Oh, fuck yeah. Bunların benimle ne alakası var diyorsun, öyle mi?
Look, I've been cooperative. How about letting me get back to work?
You were licensed and worked for InstaHeat?
I contract for them. So what?
You did 4 years for burning down a house in Westwood. What are you doing working as a gas fitter?
I did my time for that.
Do you know Matthew Ryan?
No.
Ya nasıl tanımıyorsun kardeşim ya?
His locker is right next to yours. Give it up.
Okay, so I know Ryan.
Clemens, for someone with your record, I would expect a little more cooperation.
Hepsi birbirine yakındır zaten.
Farley's on
Burası
the run. He might be packing heat.
belli ki.
He's wanted for murder. I say we take the doubt out of the equation and let him have it.
You nervous?
It's been a while.
You were in combat.
In 1917. You know, I never fired my weapon in the line of duty.
That's nothing to be ashamed of. I hope your piece is still serviceable, Herschel.
I may be old and out of practice, but I'm still a Marine, Phelps.
Belli ki yeni bir yerleşim bölgesi. Burada işte çalışıyor ustalar bir şekilde.
LAPD, Varley! Stop or I'll shoot!
Come on, Varley. You can't keep running forever.
Ya. Sen dur kardeşim. Şu arabaya koşacak galiba. Nereye gidiyorsun? Patlak tekerle. Nasıl kaçar ya? Hadi bakalım bir daha oynayalım o zaman.
LAPD, Varley! Stop or I'll shoot!
Come on, Varley. Can't keep running forever. Run all the way from Michigan, Reginald?
Why did you run from us, Varley?
I'm gonna take a wild guess that you're the same Reginald Varley the Detroit police have an outstanding warrant on. How am I doing so far?
I need a lawyer before I talk to any of you.
Reginald Varley, you're under arrest for committing a series of arsons. You're also under arrest for murder. Detroit PD will be putting in a request for your extradition. Until then, you're a guest of the scene.
Arson? You can't hang that rap on me.
Be quiet. Be thankful we don't shoot you.
Are all the cops in this town crazy?
Take him away, officer.
İki de buralarda bir yerdedir.
CB Network, American Century Broadcasting.
Varley'in şeyinden, dolabından sinek şeysi çıkmıştı. Tütsü. Aklımda en çok kalan o.
Are you Matthew Ryan?
Who's asking?
Detective Phelps and Biggs, Arson Squad.
Arson?
You heard the man.
I'll just put this stuff in the car and I'll be right with you.
Hold it, Ryan. I said, son of a bitch.
Those are GI's backyards he's crashing.
The damage is only cosmetic.
He's a one-man wrecking ball.
Move in. I'll take out the van.
He's going to kill those men.
They'll get out of the way.
Only if they hear him coming.
Close in, Phelps. We need to get Ryan down before he hurts somebody.
Get me just a little closer.
Get in close and steer him off the tar. Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tire. Smash the son of a bitch's rear wheels.
Jesus, what is he doing?
The tramp! Oh, Jesus!
Hands behind your head. Why did you run, Ryan?
I was scared.
You got a reason to be scared, Ryan?
Matthew Ryan, I'm arresting you on suspicion of committing a series of arsons.
We have 3 suspects. As much as I'd like it to be Chapman, I think it's one of the other 2 guys. Let's get to the station and close this case.
Evet, yolda bir yan görev varsa onu da halledelim tabii ki. Sanki telsiz sesi geliyor.
Whoa! What are you doing?
Ödesin kundakçılık masası. Nasıl olsa Elysium Fields'tan alıyordur avantajını. Geldik mi emniyete? Ne kadar yakınmış. Tabii burası başka bir polis şubesi. Evet, şimdi gidelim sorgularımıza bakalım.
I have two suspects.
Phelps, you got nothing. Biggs, Ryan's waiting for you in interview 1. Varley's in 2.
Hey, Hopkins, you practicing your asshole routine again? Come on, Phelps.
Someone ought to take him home. He's loaded.
Şimdi bu adamın bu Ryan'dı değil mi? Suç kaydı ne? Hakaret ve saldırıdan mahkum edilmiş. Biraz daha sanki küçük suç diyor ama bu Detroit'ten cinayetten aranıyor. Şimdi bakımını Ryan yapmış. Ya bana kalırsa ikisi de işin içinde olabilir. Yani niye ikisinden birini suçluyoruz? Evet, tütsü diyor. Tütsü Varday'ın malzeme zamanında çıkmış. Bir ortağa soralım bakalım.
What a skunk. Walking out on his wife like that.
This guy was willing to write his own mother after I sweated him.
I'm at a loss.
Ryan is our first port of call.
Tamam o zaman. Hadi. Ben hangisini?
Save yourself some time and get this thing off your chest.
If that's your opening gambit, you better try again.
You know how to reverse a diaphragm in the regulator valve of a Model 70 heater?
No, I don't.
Peki doğru söylediğini kabul edelim.
Seems a pretty basic repair.
Those things are sealed units.
What can you tell me about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund?
Nothing.
Yani bunu bir tek şüpheli diyebiliriz herhalde.
I think Suburban is a front for your anarchist buddies. They're arranging for people to be out of town while you burn their houses down.
Suburban? What's that got to do with me? That's Farley's bilk. He's the one with the cozy agreement with those fascists.
So you want to change the world, Ryan?
Yes, I do. So does every reasonable person.
And you're doing your part?
Yes, I am.
Does that include sabotaging water heaters to destroy a company?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Tamam, bir de burada kullanalım bakalım.
Last chance, Ryan. You level with me or I'm sending you to the DA. A conviction for sedition and murder will do wonders for his re-election campaign.
Nice try. But I got nothing to lose.
You have a history of violence.
I have no such thing.
Hadi bir tane daha çıkaralım.
You were charged with attempted murder, Ryan.
It was a court case. No criminal liability was the verdict. They said that they couldn't have known that the faulty heater installation would cause a fire. All I know is I lost my whole family. And the company that was responsible got away with it. What would you do?
Which company?
Hephaestus Water Heater Company.
That's it for the moment, Ryan.
So I can go?
Sure. As soon as your red friends storm the building and carry out, you'll keep your seat until we decide how long to lock you up for, knucklehead.
I think he's a bit of a gangster, but
I think Ryan is our man. But procedure says we eliminate all of the suspects. Let's speak to Varley.
Ne tarafta bu ikinci oda?
What a skunk. Walking out on his wife like that.
What does America don't understand? It's about giving, not getting. Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to stop him with one round.
We have Matthew Ryan in custody, Varley. I think all we need to do is ask him about this, and he'll rat you out.
Fuck Ryan, that pinko bastard.
Bunun...
Oh, you're not even gonna hear me out?
Mouthpiece first stripped off me at the grand jury. Case got thrown out. Now the DA wants my head.
Have you ever worked on a place on Rosewood Avenue? Family by the name of Sawyer?
Maybe. I'm from out of town. I go where they send me. I don't do a lot of repairs, though. I'm flat out on new installations.
Hareketlere bak ya. Bir sezgi daha kullanalım. Yalan söylüyorsun kardeşim o zaman.
Why are you lying to me, Varley? If Suburban wants their new installations completed, why are you bothering with wrecks like the Sawyer house?
So I'm lying just because I can't remember if I was there or not? How can you prove that I was?
Your name is on the inside door of their water heater.
Okay. You got me there.
Oğlum neyini yakaladınız yazıyor
Suburban,
zaten.
yeah, they wanted that guy out. Sawyer kept complaining about not being able to get his heater service, so they threw in a free service as a sweetener. I think you played him, though. Because he still wouldn't sell.
What would reversing the diaphragm of an Insta-Heat Model 70 do?
Yeah, I made that mistake before. You get a big bang when you turn the pilot back on.
So you didn't deliberately sabotage the water heater at the Sawyer house?
No, I did not. You out of your mind?
Abi yani şüpheliyi niye siliyorsun? Yani herhalde bu tütsü seçenekler arasında kalıyor. Evet.
I don't believe you, Varley. I think Suburban wants homeowners who don't want to sell out of the way.
I think you're out of your mind. Where is the evidence that I have done anything to contribute to this fire? Huh?
Var kanıtım, var canım benim. Tütsü var. Tütsü var da.
Arsonists use cigarettes and mosquito coils as time delay fuses. We found an open box of mosquito coils in your locker.
Whoa, hang on! Those things, they belong to Ryan, all right? He asked me to hold them because his locker's full of stupid pamphlets. I thought he used them for camping.
Hadi bakalım.
We're done for now.
So what happens?
You're either going back to Detroit to face a murder rap, or you're staying here to answer for these arsons.
Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to put him down in 1 round. Guy gave his wife a tap. I'd say all's fair in love and war.
Konuşsana oğlum.
Help me out.
Let's lay a charge at one of these guys and put this to bed.
Oğlum söyle işte hangisi?
This guy was willing to write his own mother after I sweated him.
Someone ought to take him home. He's loaded.
Speak to my lawyer. I got nothing more to say.
What a scum.
Bunu nasıl
Walking out
yapıyoruz?
on his wife like that.
Yanına mı geliyoruz?
What do you think?
Let's lay a charge at one of these guys and put this to bed.
I can tell you're lying. Your lips are moving. I think he's a bit of a gangster, but he treats me nice.
I'm stumped. Ideas?
Let's lay a charge at one of these guys and put this to bed.
Hayda.
I'm at a loss.
Let's lay a charge at one of these guys and put this to bed.
Goddamn captain's making me resubmit the paperwork.
Need a drink. I got the jitters again.
You clowns ought to be getting on with it.
Ötekine gitmek istiyorum ben ama olmadı. Neden acaba?
That bum took a swipe at me.
Yani ona sorulara cevap verdim ama
How's America gonna understand this?
Buzz off. Your face is starting to annoy me.
İlginç.
Someone ought to take him home. He's loaded. What a skunk. Walking out on his wife like that.
Burası da çıkmış.
This guy was willing to write his own mother after I sweated him.
Sorry, I just got
Advice?
a phone call. I'm about to roll now.
I can tell you're lying. Your lips are moving. I think he's a bit of a gangster, but he treats me nice.
O zaman mecburen onu tutuyoruz yani. Oyunun şeyi böyle.
I don't want no part of it. Captain finds out, we're dead.
Hikayesi böyle demek.
Yeah, I want to make homicide. You know you've got it made if you can get
Yapacak bir şey yok.
Reginald Varley, I'm charging you with committing a series of arsons and for the murders of Hank Sawyer, Edwina Sawyer, Henry Sawyer, and Jessica Sawyer.
I'm no cold-blooded criminal. I could never burn up a whole family in their home.
How is it? No, just keep your mouth shut and listen to me for a second. How is it you can bring no less than 3 suspects into my station, conduct extensive interviews, sift through mountains of evidence with Lynch and Pinker, and still manage to charge the wrong fucking guy? I took a chance on you, Phelps. People said I was crazy, and you made me look like a jerk. You may not be much of an arson investigator, but I hear you're merciless on the beat. Get going.
Evet, yakışıksız olarak kapandı. Bu ne yaparsak yapalım bu sonuca ulaşacak. O yüzden bizlik bir şey yok gördüğünüz gibi. Evet, şimdi yarım kalan davalara devam edelim.
House fire, bad one. At least 4 Vicks. Get out there and find out what you can. The address is 650 North Hobart.
There he is, copping the papers.
Evet, yeni yangın çıkan yeri inceleyelim bakalım.
You think those Vice boys get any on the side?
Evet. Bu arada bir de sesim pis çıkıyormuş. Biraz yükselttim ama bası limitler açtım. Biraz daha açabilirim. Şöyle ortalasam daha iyi olur herhalde.
Someone ought to take him home. He's loaded.
Ne diyorsun ablacığım? Eve mi atacaksın beni?
I got the jitters again.
Taking home falan filan.
I've been in this job 20 years.
Anlamadım tamam.
You can drive.
You hear about Rancho Escondido?
Are we having a conversation, Biggs?
Okay, fuck it. Forget
I'm teasing you, Herschel. Tell me about it.
The new housing development's a couple of weeks from completion. Burned to the ground last night. GIs are ready to move in this weekend. The developer's gonna have some very angry customers.
Evet, yine her zaman gibi.
You guys better see this. I hope you have strong stomachs.
Şeye bakalım. Isıtıcı var mı buralarda? Artık anladık ki ısıtıcı ile ilgili davalar. Ve bizim ortak diyor ki bunlar normal yani, bunlar olur. Sigortadan para alıyordur. Al işte.
Looks like the same model.
Yine varlığı. Bir de fırçalıyor bizim şey. Amir. Bence de varlığı yani. Aa, burada gazete varmış. Şu gazete mevzularına hiç denk gelmediydik. Bir bakalım.
How did you get my number, Ira? At first I didn't understand you, but now I do. I'd like you to come back to the clinic. I'm helping other people now, Doctor. I think you are confused. You haven't been to the clinic for weeks. I'm not confused anymore, Doctor. I'm helping people be together. This world is only temporary. We'll all be happier in heaven. Why don't you tell me where you are and I can come to you? I think the fires should end now. They have served their purpose. Oh, the fires are only beginning, Doctor. After the fires, everything will be beautiful and clean. Everything will be erased. The world will be fresh and new. I can see my purpose now, Doctor. And you helped me to find it.
Let me through. I just want a quick look is all.
Evet, gazeteye baktık. Neyse ki kısa sürdü bu gazete mevzusu. Evet, ortalıkta bir delil var mı?
Do you have a name?
Morelli, Mike. We recovered a picture of the family.
Okay. Anything else?
To be honest, I just got here, fellas. Best you talk to Lynch. He's the expert.
Doesn't make any sense. Why aren't they scattered around like the rest of the debris?
I think they've been moved. Ooh. I think someone moved them after the explosion and before the fire.
Can you explain that, please?
I'm almost positive the cause of death is asphyxiation due to gas inhalation. Look at the parts of their bodies that aren't scorched. The coloring around the fingertips is typical.
They wouldn't have felt it.
I think the fire damage is post-mortem. I think someone moved them into this room after the explosion.
It still doesn't make any sense. Why would you run into a burning building?
Bir aile albümü var.
You ever think about how many people have died in this world? And how big heaven would have to be to accommodate them, Biggs?
No, I have not. Show some respect.
Evet, AB. Bunun C'si var mı? C'si dışarıdaki şeydi galiba, değil mi? Isıtıcıydı. Böyle hızlıca bakalım. Evet, tamam. D'si var mı acaba? Olabilir, olmayabilir. Beyzbol topu. Hala yanıyor ev ya. Evet. Tamam, başka da bir şey yok gibi burada.
Find anything interesting?
So what next? We don't decide what happened here, Phelps. We go on the evidence.
Bul o zaman, ne gezdiriyorsun ortalıkta? Azık gibi dikliyorsun. Şu neymiş? Takıldı yine.
We'll need to check that.
This isn't what we're looking for.
This is the flashpoint. The heater detonated with enough force to expose the foundations.
Peki. Burada ne var? Uçucu sprey mi var? Ne bu? Great Seal. Fly spray derken herhalde uçan sprey gibi. Uçucu sprey demek istemiştim. Bu ne? Ütü masası var. Yani burada sahibi kendisi kundaklamadıysa ne? Merdaneli çamaşır makinesi. Yerde bir şey var mı? Burada eski bisikletler var. Bisikletler var. Bisikletler. Bisiklet. Bu neymiş? Tabela, plak var. Devam edelim. Balyoz. Hiç bakmaya bile gerek yok. Balyoz ne? Her yerde olabilecek bir hali. Ben bu katta anladığım kadarıyla sadece bu yerde bir şey görüyor muyuz? Yok. Burada bir oyuncak var. Ne? Yok. Burada da başka bir şey yok. Tamam, ne olduğunu anladık o zaman, artık gidebiliriz. kundaklama masası cinayet masasından daha da zormuş. Cinayet masasında bazı şeyler iyi kötü belli.
What now? Never the same, are they?
Oğlum konuşsana.
We don't decide what happened here, Phelps.
Ha şu şeye bak. Asıl buna bak.
Search the whole house.
What are they doing?
Prayer effect is from the fire. The muscles and tendons contract.
Catch all the goodness, Phelps.
Evet, bunu...
It's our boy. I think he watches the fires. I think the Sawyer fire went wrong.
So what about the guy we have in jail, Phelps?
You got the wrong guy.
That doesn't explain why he ran into a burning building. What would make anyone do that?
Guilt. For the fire? For his mistake. This guy wants to burn houses, not families. He expects the houses to be empty. He was trying to redeem himself. He probably thought they'd be happier together.
You are one very disturbed individual, Phelps. I know you had it rough lately, but you should start to compartmentalize your thoughts.
He could be right. Can you come up with an alternative explanation?
I'm sure it's the same guy.
Are you telling me that some son of a bitch murdered these people, the whole family, and arranged them here like Cupid dolls?
Might fit, Cole, but I don't think we could ever prove it. There's very little evidence.
Evidence?
Albert, check out the hot water system. Make sure we're dealing with the same MO.
Sure, Phelps. I'll get back to you.
Leave the rest to us, Cole. You better find out what's eating the pigs.
Oğlum çekil de geçelim.
So something finally got to you.
You want my help, pretty boy? You got it. You keep riding me and you won't be pretty much longer.
We can get this guy, Herschel.
You think you've seen everything, Phelps? I was with the 2nd Marines at Bella Wood. The things that went on in that farmhouse. My own guys on fire, screaming for a way out. You're not gonna get this guy. There's gonna be no photos and no citations. We're gonna kill this miserable fuck. End of story. You getting this?
You remember the list from the travel agent?
Sure.
The Morellis were winners too. Their name was on that list.
Christ. We should take a look around, work the neighbors, see what they know. I'll go across the street.
Okay, I'll try this side.
I haven't done this for years.
Hey, I think I see a body.
You don't look like a fireman, son.
I swear, this town's going straight to hell.
Someone was keeping watch.
Alderon.
Looks like they were here for quite a while. Brand looks distinctive.
Ne ayak izi var.
Whoever he was wearing boondockers. I would know that imprint anywhere.
Tamam. Devam edelim.
LAPD. Can you tell me anything about the fire next door?
Terrible luck. Imagine after having won that weekend away.
What's your name, sir?
Foreman. Dudley Foreman.
Did you see or hear anything that might have...
Look, we were asleep when we heard the explosion.
And then what happened?
It was like Pearl Harbor with bits of the house raining down. Blew out all of our windows that faced the place.
Did you see anyone hanging around the Morellis' home prior to the explosion?
Nope. Can't say as I was looking out, though.
Oğlum ben senden şüphelendim be.
You sure, Mr. Foreman? There are signs of someone hanging around over there by the fence.
Hey, now that you come to think of it, there was a guy. Kind of tall. Skinny, though.
Anything else?
Orange lumber jacket, beat-up hat, and no hair. I thought he was the pest exterminator guy who was working around here the last few days. But that guy had hair.
I'll have a patrolman come by and take your statement. Hopefully you'll be a little bit more cooperative with him.
Come on, kid. I'm doing my best here. You were talking about the competition, right? Catalina Island? I've got one of the flyers in the kitchen if you're interested.
Çok yardımsever.
Any luck, Cole?
Couple of things. What did you pick up?
Folded piece of paper. Looks complicated.
Japanese call it origami. Can I take a look?
Sure.
Paper crane. There's a legend about them. You fold 1,000 of these and you get a wish.
Hey, don't break it.
I'm not. I'm unfolding it. It looks like a waybill or a flyer.
For what?
For Elysian Fields Developments.
Oh, I see you already have one.
When did the flyer arrive in your mailbox?
They've been arriving for weeks. This one was in the mailbox when I got home from work yesterday afternoon.
What do you think?
You find a game well and get an address for Elysian. Problem is, partner, those Elysian guys are connected.
I swear, this town's going straight to hell.
I need an address for a property developer. Elysian Fields Developments.
One moment, Detective. The address is 748 North Oxford Avenue, Wilshire. Anything else?
Messages, please.
You have a message. Contact Captain McKelty immediately.
Thanks. Can you put me through, operator?
Of course. Here you are.
Ama bağlasın. Hemen geliyorum.
We're about to go and visit Elysian Fields Developments.
You're about to do what? Leland Monroe? He's a personal friend of the mayor and the chief. Are you out of your mind? I'm warning you, Phelps.
Commander, we have a line of inquiry.
You have something, you bring it to me. You're hanging by a thread, Phelps. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Good. Have a report on my desk today.
Got friends who work at these.
Kelty has warned us off over
$5
Elysian.
for the exclusive.
Makes sense. It's a dead end. We should check out Rancho Escondido.
You know the place?
Sure. Corner of Fountain and Wilton. Let's go.
Hey, I think I see a body.
Evet. Şimdi gidelim. Yedi mi fırçayı? Amirinden.
Shame about Shep. The arson desk has been trying to nail that son of a bitch for years.
He's still in custody, Herschel.
Want to bet? Fella kicked him loose already. Can't hold him for misdemeanor cigarettes and matches. We are not going to...
Yes, we are.
Sure can play these drums. Gene Krupa, right here.
Evet, devam edelim.
Detectives Phelps and Biggs, LAPD, to see Leland Monroe.
Do you have an appointment?
We're the police, lady. We don't need an appointment.
Can I tell him what it's about?
It's an official investigation.
There are 2 police officers here to see Mr. Monroe. Send them through.
And that's our cue. Thanks, ma'am.
Did you read about the Haroldson case in the paper? That's the detective who solved it.
May I help you, gent?
We would like to speak to Mr. Monroe.
I'm afraid it's impossible. Mr. Monroe's schedule is booked weeks in advance.
Cut to the chase, sister. Is he in?
I'm not at liberty to reveal that, officer.
So he hired you for your intelligence?
I find that offensive.
You have every right to.
This is getting us nowhere, miss.
Casino.
Would you like us to return with a warrant?
That won't be necessary, gentlemen. Come into my office.
O zaman niye uğraştırıyorsun bizi ya?
You like a cigar? Drink, boys.
Sure, I'll have a scotch.
Biggs, we're investigating a series of domestic fires, Mr. Monroe.
It's terrible, boys. How can I help?
Elysian Fields and Suburban Redevelopment Fund flyers keep turning up in the vicinity of the fires.
They're turning up all over town, boys. Can you imagine the current demand for housing?
So that's your explanation, Mr. Monroe? Coincidence?
Explanation? Why, what's to explain? I advertise on radio and billboards for buyers, and I advertise for sellers using waybills.
Yani kullanalım bakalım sezgilerimizi.
We found a family burnt out in their home. Another house burned to the ground. Another Elysian Fields flyer. Our information is that they didn't want to sell.
Are you saying that's something to do with me? Is that your point?
Point is, every time we find a family barbecue, we find one of your flyers. Is that good advertising?
What do you know about a competition for families to win free vacations to Catalina Island?
My company runs many promotions. I'm not familiar with that one.
Ya düzenlediğin promosyon nasıl bilmezsin?
Level with me, Mr. Monroe. You know all about the vacation offers.
You can believe whatever you like, son. You're missing the vital ingredient called proof.
Your face is all over the flyers, Mr. Monroe. You know about the prizes, and you're aware that they get given to holdouts.
My face is the brand. It's on all our advertising. Did you know that the mayor and the chief of police are part of the Suburban Redevelopment Fund? Do you want to accuse them of murder as well?
You've made offers to buy houses in areas where fires have been recorded.
Are you suggesting that I'm burning people out of their homes so that I can sell them new ones?
What happens to your plans if a family like the Morellis refuses to sell?
We work around them. Business finds a way. That's the American way.
Ya elimizde kanıt yok kardeşim. Adamı neyle suçlayacağız? Ortada bir şey yok. Şüpheli diyeceğiz.
Come on, Mr. Monroe. You expect me to believe that you would build a new development with one of those old piles smack bang in the center of it?
Progress is an inexorable process, Detective. Those who choose to stand in defiance are usually confined to the wastebasket of history. To answer your question, Yes, we would build around them if we had to. Most people see sense. The arsonists, do you have any suspects?
We aren't at liberty to say.
I didn't think so. The contractors I use for waybills, you suppose it could be any of them? I have a list of their names if it'd be of any help.
That would be very helpful, Mr. Monroe.
Glad to hear it. I'm always happy to help the LAPD. My secretary will provide you with that list. Did you know that I'm on the board of the police pension fund?
Glad to be of help, officers.
What's the story? Any of these names ring a bell?
Özel bir isim yok gibi. Ha, Chapman.
Herbert Chapman is on this list.
Find the phone. We need to know where we're at with Chapman.
Tamam, alt kata inelim. Telefon vardı orada.
Someone ought to take him home.
The boss is a fine man.
I don't need this?
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you
Do you
through
think
now.
this lipstick's too light for my complexion?
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Can you check whether we are still holding a Herbert Chapman?
Let me find out for you. He was released this morning, Detective. I'm sorry, Detective.
Not your fault. Can you give me a last known address and put out an APB on the guy?
I'll get back to you, Detective. APB will go out over KGPL shortly.
Thanks, ma'am.
Well, you don't see that every day.
Hadi
When is
gidelim o zaman.
America gonna understand?
Çok zaman
It's not
kaybettik
about
burada.
getting, it's about giving.
What a skunk. Walking out on his wife like that.
You know the way. You can drive.
Or quitting time.
You know, there are times when you really miss a nightstick. There's more religion in the end of a nightstick than in 100 cathedrals.
I'm not gonna tell you again, sir.
Don't tell me when and how I can come and go on my own property.
It is not
This is
safe,
America,
sir.
dickhead.
Now step back, or I'll lock you up for
Smart
a fray.
mouth son of a bitch!
Come back here. You're not getting off that.
That's
Come on then.
We're gonna have to pass by these guys.
Nasıldı sol direk? İyi mi? Gel. Sen de gel. Oo. Helal olsun, çaktın yumruğu.
Good thing you showed up when you did, detectives. Those folks were baying for blood.
Okay, then. Let's see if there's anything left to take a look at.
Burada bir şey yoktu. Tekrarını oynadığım için şurada bir kalitesiz kiremit keşfediyoruz. Değil mi? Şurada. Ha, olur. Başka da bir delil yok.
Mortar is like dust. Is that normal in a fire?
You'd expect some shrinkage in the heat, but it looks like the cement barely adhered to the brick. Doesn't appear to be any wall ties either. This thing looks like it was built on the cheap.
Tamam. Başka? Üstümüze yıkıldı.
You got an idea, hotshot?
I love the chase till the minute I win it. A beautiful face till there's love for me in it. Give me your heart and baby I'll bin it. 'Cause I always kill the things I love. Some
Buy me a drink, Cole? No! Not even for old time's sake? Not even for that. You're not gonna ask me why I'm here? I wouldn't give you the pleasure. We'll get around to it. She's in fine voice this evening. I wonder how the commander would feel
Save
about...
the threats for someone who cares about them, Roy.
You're breaking my heart, Cole. You know how I feel about you. Stay away from Elysian Fields.
I should have known that you were playing errand boy.
You and your doofus partner. You have been warned.
Thanks for your cooperation, officer.
I love you.
Stay away. You have no idea the type of people that are involved in that company.
I have a pretty good idea, Roy. The same kind of people that sent you here.
Your investigation is finished. Homicide will be taking over from here. I've heard we've had a spate of grass fires in the hills that you and that hunchback might be able to handle. Thanks for the drink, Cole.
You get the message about Monroe?
Yeah. Earl delivered it for you. You?
McKelty. He started making noises about my pension.
Sorry about that, Herschel. I didn't mean to drag you into this.
Save it, Phelps. Monroe's an asswipe. And so was Earl. And so was McKelty when it's all said and done.
KGPL calling car 11K, 11K.
11K, go ahead.
11K, the last known address of suspect Herbert Chapman is 650 North Kingsley Drive in Wilshire.
Roger that, KGPL. 11K en route.
Let's go pick him up.
You fought at Sugarloaf, didn't you?
I did. But I don't like to talk about it.
You come across a guy called Jack Kelso out that way?
You know Jack Kelso?
He's an insurance investigator over at California Fire and Life. Our paths cross from time to time. For some reason, seeing you makes me think of him.
Has Jack spoken to you about his experiences on Sugarloaf? Or the rest of the campaign?
Jack keeps stum just like you do. I know what it feels like to get back from conflict. You gotta respect that. God's sakes. Siren. Maybe those metal things in front of you called cars will know you're in a hurry. You like to leave your mark, don't you?
You're not helping.
Broadcasting from Los Angeles, California, this is KTI Radio.
Kazasız belasız verdi.
We're looking for Herbert Chapman.
I'm looking for him too. I need him to move his car so I can mow the lawn.
He's definitely not here.
I've been banging on his door off and on for a couple of hours. Yeah, he's out somewhere. There's some kind of problem.
Let's take a look at the car.
Let's see what he's hauling around.
Onda da iğne tütsü var.
Motive, opportunity, and hard evidence.
Tabancası da var.
We should revise the APB. He's clearly armed.
Ve el ilanı.
Definitely gives him opportunity.
Yani el ilanı delil sayılmaz yani. Bir şey değil aslında da işte.
Holy cow.
Temelde.
There he is. It's Chapman. He's coming out of the laundromat. Shit. He's seen us. Cops.
Ne o? Kuru temizlemeci.
Son of a bitch. He must have caught the trolley. We gotta move fast, Cole. I'll call this in. Get some cars dispatched. Car 11K calling KGPL. 11K requesting assistance. In pursuit of suspect aboard the 1110 University streetcar. Currently heading east on Melrose Avenue. Advise all units. Suspect is in control of car and driving dangerously.
Roger, 11K. All units, officers need assistance on Melrose Avenue. A suspect aboard the 1110 University streetcar headed eastbound. Approach with caution. Suspect is in control of the streetcar and driving dangerously. Units to handle code 3 identified.
Stay on his ass, Cole. Don't lose him. See if he can damage one of the wheels. Might act like a brake and slow the thing down. Hold him tight, Cole. As soon as he ditches the tram, we'll be there to grab him. Look, Cole, the side plate's gone. Get me closer. End of the line, you little prick. Come on, Cole.
Zaten
Like we have our
sinirlendim.
man, Cole. Well done.
I'm not so sure. Chapman seemed to have his own agenda. There seems to be more to this than a personal vendetta.
What are you talking about?
The fires benefit Elysian in some way. I don't see Chapman and Monroe working together.
You have a point. The evidence is good for Chapman. Hard to be worrying about his side of the story when he's blasting away with that big 45.
Peki öyle olsun bakalım. Çok da ısrarcı olamayacağız.
Nice work, gentlemen. Put yourself at considerable risk stopping that trolley and probably saved a lot of lives. Anyone else but you, Phelps, and you'd be up for a bravery award. We've had our eyes on that slippery son of a bitch Chapman for as long as I can remember. I couldn't be happier than to wipe him off the scoreboard. I hope this puts to bed that crazy stuff you had going about Leland Monroe. What were you thinking, Phelps? We'll be calling Richard Nixon a crook next.
What is it?
A letter from Lou. His insurance policy named me beneficiary.
California Fire and Life. You worked for Elysian?
The roof that he was working on collapsed.
It's a very generous settlement. Elsa, I'd like you to do something for me. I think there's something dirty about Elysian Fields.
What has that got to do with Lou?
I want you to reject this settlement. I want you to go and see an investigator named Jack Kelso and ask him to make some inquiries about Lou's case.
Isn't this police work?
Do you want to find out what happened to Lou?
Why would he help this Kelso?
Jack won't be able to help himself if he smells a rat.
He's a friend of yours?
He hates my guts. Elsa, you could take this money and let them get away with it, or we could get Jack's help and do something about it.
Why not be honest with this man, Cole? He deserves your honesty if you want his help.
Believe me, Elsa, I'd like to level with him. I really would, but it's too late. Years too late.
Peki bakalım, yani ötekinde de ya bırak kardeşim, ne delil var elimde? Hiçbir delil yok. Arkadaşlar, bugünlük bu kadar. Kanala abone olmayı unutmayın. İlginize teşekkürler. Oyunun devamı gelecek. Bir sonraki bölümde görüşmek üzere. Bu defa 2 saat 41 dakika sürmedi. 2 saat 5 dakika gibi bir süre. Çünkü yan görevler çıkmadı karşımıza. Orada yan görevleri de yapmıştım. Neyse. Kendinize iyi bakın. Esenlikler.